And let's bring up a chart here. Let's do it. Let's make this smaller. All right, and we're just gonna move this over. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I want to see what the people gonna be saying on YouTube too. So I'm also gonna bring them up. I gotta find a way to turn them down so it doesn't mess up my stream on TradingView. So let's see how I can do that. 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. 1 second. I actually ran to go get that. And I don't normally run in my apartment, but I actually ran to go get that. All right, because I want them to be a part of this too. So yesterday or every week, what I do on Sundays or Saturdays is I have like my little girl day. So yesterday I went to get my nails done and everything, and Sundays. Hold on, let me turn this down. I turn this down. Okay, so I'm gonna get my nails done and everything. And hey, everybody on YouTube, hey, everybody to Instagram as well. So I'm gonna get my nails done or whatever, and went to Starbucks. And what I did when I was there was I normally analyze my charts on a Sunday. So if you guys were in the last stream, then you guys heard me talk about how um, I don't. And good morning, you guys. Good morning. I don't normally have a favorite pair anymore. Okay. Can I see B and B? What's B and B, Pepper? What is that? I don't normally have a normal pair that I look at or whatever. What I do is I look at opportunities. I like to look at opportunities. I like to research opportunities across different markets, whether it's via the Forex market, crypto market, sometimes the stock market, because I like to invest as well. And I have a board back here. Y'all could probably see like the outline of my board over here behind me. I wanted to do something different with my clients, where I basically section off my currency pairs as I do on my own charts anyway. And I showed them, hey, these are the trades that I'm in. This is the percentage, the drawdown that I want to be in for the entire month. And this is how much I have if I lose a trade, and this is how I'm going to make up it, right? So this morning, I told them yesterday. I told them I'm in Euro New Zealand. I'm in 2 Euro Swisses, right? So I go to sleep early because your girl had a headache. I don't know what it is, and I still have this pounding headache. But my husband's like, "Yo, you want some NyQuil?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want some NyQuil." So he gives me NyQuil. I'm like, I'm gonna swallow the NyQuil because NyQuil has a strong taste to it, right? And I hate the taste of NyQuil, strong taste. So I'm like, yeah, I can swallow it. So I get the NyQuil. I take it, y'all. 30 minutes. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm knocked out. Boom. I wake up this morning 5 o'clock. I was supposed to wake up at 4:30. I didn't wake up at 4:30, but it's all right because I'm up now. And yeah, so I go to my charts and I see that I had lost the trade, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I lost the trade. So I'm in a trade. I'm in 3 trades, 0.5% each. Now, remember, I got a 3% drawdown rule I'm trying to obtain, meaning I don't want to go past 3%. So I lose that trade. Okay, that means that now I'm down 0.5%. Only got 2.5% to make up. And then boom, I'm in drawdown on my other 2 positions now, and I might lose the trade, which means I'll be down 1.5% going into September. But I'm like, all right, cool. The reason why I don't mind this, you guys, you said nice to go see you go live, dear go mentor. Thank you. And I start going live more. BNB is not a crypto that I look at. If you were one of my clients, I would say, yo, bet, show me your chart. Let me see your chart. Matter of fact, do that, Relief Pepper. Can you send me a link to the picture of your chart and I will look at it for you and tell me exactly what you're looking at, and I will look at it with you and for you. Let's do it that way. If you can send it to me on the live chat. All right. And hey to everybody on Instagram as well. I'm talking to people on YouTube right now. If y'all know my YouTube handle, SLFX Trading, you can see me on there too. SLFX Trading on YouTube. So anyway, I'm not a key lock or key lock. Hey, how are you? I'm a ma'am or a woman. I know people like to say bro lately. I'm not a bro. But hey, how are you? I pray you're having a good morning. So yeah, so that happened, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. So now it's like, I hate waking up to losses, but because I've been trading for some time now, my mind is, Shaquan, you gonna make it up. It's okay because you are already in long term trade anyway on Euro New Zealand. This trade hit stop loss, but the other one's deep into profit. You're fine, and then you have these other trades lined up. You'll make the money back. And I think that's kind of what I want to, bless y'all with this morning. Don't look on the opportunities that you've lost. Really look at the opportunities that you can make up, because that's why we do weekly analysis. I got like 6 more trades lined up, and 2 of them I can possibly enter today that can make up for the losses, right? This is why I don't marry one currency pair, because me being a swing trader, I don't know how long it's going to be until I have to look at another trade, right? And so I want y'all to remember that, all right? You said pound USD and DXY. Thanks. Okay, well, let's talk about it. What are you looking at on pound USD and the DAXY? Like, talk to me and I'll talk back to you, right? Like, what are your eyes seeing on those? Like, what are you looking for me to see if I go to those? Because here's why I'm asking that. Baby, I'm a swing trader. I don't know what type of trader you are. I look at higher time frames. I don't know what time frames you look at. And so I want to make sure if I tell you something, it's not going to deter you from what you see. Okay. So tell me what it is that you see on pound USD and the dollar index, and then I'll look at those. I have no problem with that. Okay. And hey to my people here who are on Instagram, I am on my YouTube and my trading view, and y'all can see me there. All right. So while he is writing that, looking to short Euro AUD, I like your thinking on Euro AUD. So am I. I like your thinking. All right, I'm going to go to my watch list here really quick. I'm not going to show you the full watch list, but show you guys what I'm thinking here. Okay. So my first category is like my trend continuation category here. I pray that you guys can see it here. I don't think y'all can. I think I'm on another chart. Hold on. I'm on a different chart. Let me bring it over. Okay, now y'all can see it. Now y'all can see it. All right. So go back to my watch list here. This is my watch list, like right here. Hey, how are you? So my first section of my watch list, you guys, are things that I'm looking at like right now, because these are either setting up or they need to set up. Okay. And then I have like my New Zealand dollar, because I see I could have a potential 12-hour trade. And then I have my weekly alert, which means that these kind of still need to set up, except this one, because I'm gonna move this up because she may be setting up pretty soon. Okay. So that's that there, right? Now, he told me he wants me to look at pound USD. Well, let's first, before we go to pound USD, let's go to the dollar index. I'll give y'all simple analysis on this, and she has done something so beautiful. Y'all, I have this thing that I share with my clients every week. You can't get tired of opportunities. I love opportunities in the market. I'm really learning not to see the pair's name, because that would get you messed up. Let me stop there before I say something else when I'm like that as well. It is so hard for me to tell people, yeah, just pick this pair and you'll be fine. You may not mesh well with that particular currency pair. And with you being a swing trader, if I already know how that pair moves, you could be waiting weeks for a trade. You could be waiting months for a trade. And here you are sitting on your thumbs and you're bored. And now I'm forcing you to make a decision or to force positions because you're bored, right? Not only that, it's like telling someone, yeah, just pick a job to do for the rest of your life and you'll be fine. It's hard to pick one job when you're talented at a lot of stuff. No, you kind of got to go and play Ring Around the Rosies with all of these currency pairs to really find out what you like. Okay. So that's why I don't like to tell people to just pick one thing to trade. It's just, you got to find it out for yourself. Find those things out for yourself. You may like 5 things. You may like 10 things. Who am I to judge you? You just got to cycle those things out. So dollar index just did something so beautiful, you guys. She just made a new high here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but baby, this is a beautiful thing, okay? So she just passed 109.296. This is something that I was telling my people last night. Like, yo, listen, if she passes this, we're gonna, keep saying that, hey, the dollar is still bullish, and she is. She just went from 109.296. We're gonna round it off and say 30 cents, 109.30 cents. And she just pushed up to 109.48 cents. Now, I don't know how today is going to close, but I am bullish on the dollar. Because I'm bullish on the dollar, that means that I need to probably be bullish on USD Swiss, USD CAD, USD JPY. And because she has made a new high, this means that Euro USD, Pound USD, New Zealand dollar, and AUD USD, that means that we need to keep looking at those for shorts, right? But this also means that I may not have anything on those pairs just yet, because if this pair has ran, or if this indice has ran, that means the other indices have ran too. Okay, my people on YouTube, if y'all want to see me, you gotta come over here to YouTube. I'm on these charts, or come over here to Trading View. I'm on these charts. Okay, I'm on these charts. All right, and I got my coffee too, and I can't be up for too long. Y'all got a client meeting exactly at 10 o'clock. Okay, because I teach one-on-one in these streets in real life. And if y'all want a one-on-one with me, y'all know what to do. Make sure you go to my website to get a one-on-one. It's lfxtrading.com. Okay, so that's the dollar index. She is bullish. Now, he said he wanted me to look at pound USD. Pound USD, okay, let's go there. All right, so if you guys look at pound USD, just like I said with the dollar index, because pound USD is bullish, because the dollar index is bullish, pound USD is bearish. All right, and this is one of the ones that I am looking at as well. You guys can see that she made a beautiful new low. This is one of the trades that one of my students, she was actually able to catch, and she caught it from the top. You know how people say they don't try to trade tops and bottoms? I like to trade tops and bottoms. I want to catch the very top of the trade, and I want to catch the bottom of the trade. The top is priced in a downtrend, the bottom is priced in an uptrend. One of the reasons being is because if you try to catch the meat of the trade, what's inside, sometimes you can get in trouble, just depending on how you're trading it, okay? And so she was able to catch a top and ride it all the way down here to the bottom. And price has passed this previous low. As you guys can see here, we're going from 117s down to 116. So we're in $1.16 now, which means that price is in a continued downtrend, which means we should be looking for sales. But here's the thing about the sales now, because you asked me about this, I'm trying to be careful. If I want to sell, for me, I want to sell from anywhere up here below 1.22948 because we're in the sale. However, the problem is we just don't know how low price can go. That's the only thing. Now, if you are a trend continuation trader and you're like, Shaquan, I don't know how low price can go, but price is still pushing down, then this is kind of when you want to drop to your lower time frames, right? And you want to see what's going on that lower time frame, because you can still trade it. Now I'm on the 12-hour time frame here, okay? And so when I'm doing this 12-hour time frame, I'm gonna go point out this low here, that lower low, this lower high, because price made a new low. And now if price can stay below the wick of this lower high here, you could have a trend continuation trade on your side. Now, here is a kind of gotcha to this. There's like two ways I'm going to talk about this before I move on, all right? The kind of gotcha to this is that you got to be careful, all right? You just have to be careful, because the trade can work out for you, right? It could continue down and everything, but it also has the potential to retrace and reverse on you as well. So this is when you want to take a conservative position. Now, like I said, I'm looking at a 12-hour time frame. I don't know what time frame you're looking at. You could be on the 4, you could be on the 1. I have no idea. I'm not dropping down that low. But if price pulls back, she proves she can stay below this wick here. Let's give this wick an exchange rate here, because we can't do anything without giving it a number. I want you guys to always remember that. You need to know the number. If she stays below $1.19, sell her back to her low, or wherever you're going to take profit on this trade. And then wherever your stop loss goes, that's where it goes. But if she does push past 119, just know she's going to go up higher. Potentially, I'm looking for first, potentially around 120s. And then she goes up higher, 121s, sell her again. Okay, so that's pound USD right there in a nutshell. All right. Someone was talking about they're looking at Euro AUD. Oh my God, so am I. I'm looking at Euro AUD too. So the thing about Euro AUD is she is in a very beautiful downtrend. If you guys can see really good here, she's pushing down, making lower lows and lower highs. Here you see we have a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a new lower low. That signals a downtrend. Okay. And just like how I talked about with pound USD, if Euro AUD can stay below 1.47, 151 here, then that is going to be a beautiful selling opportunity. I'm looking to see if price can come up here to around at least first touch 1.45775 and then give us some type of candle that says, yes, I'm going down. And then we're going to sell that bad boy off again. Okay. So that's those two pairs there, right? And y'all, I'm telling y'all this. For me personally, when I learned that analysis does not have to be hard, right? I used to trade everything. I was into indicators. I was into support and resistance. I was used to always having to draw a trend line. But all of these things. But what happened was with analysis like this, I realized I kept making too many trading decisions. In the moment I feel like I need to keep changing something, like how I'm about to change this trend line here, the moment I feel like I have to keep adapting to this, to always changing something, I have to change it 2 to 3 times. For me, I just feel like that's just too many dang on trading decisions. And, those are trading decisions that I really don't want to have to make. And I kept making them trading decisions, and it would keep me up at night. Because then if I'm trading support and resistance, my mind is on, well, which comes first? Am I looking at my support and resistance first? Or am I looking at my trend line first? All these things just kept coming to my mind. And so now it's like, you know what? I just rather trade one thing, supply and demand, and be done with it. Just focus on the numbers and stuff like that. Okay. Don't call me bro again. I am a man. I'm sis, not bro. I know we live in that generation now. Or this younger generation. Everything is a bro. I am a woman, honey. Okay? I'm a woman. That is respectfully. I'm a woman. Okay? Respectfully. Mm. That goes into real life situations too, y'all. Real life situations. You know, it's like calling someone an N word sometimes. I know it could be different, but some people don't want to be called that. You see what I'm saying? Some people are like, no, I have a name. Like my sisters, the way they speak sometimes, it's like they're used to calling other women the B word. Yes, B. Yes, B. To them, it's a term of endearment. To me, I tell my sister, anyone else, my name is Shaquan. I am not your B. Respectfully, I'm not that. I'm not that kind of girl. You do that with so and so, and they understand it. They get it. It's no disrespect, right? There's no disrespect. Okay. So yeah. So what I'm gonna be doing now, you guys, I'm gonna take you guys to the trade that I lost to. Cause you gotta talk about it. And if she hits my take profit, I'm gonna be so upset. But I understand sometimes that's how this pair works. Like for example, y'all see this long wick here, and then price goes down. Sometimes this pair does that. She'll wick you out and then she'll go your way, which is fine. But I always follow my rules. I always follow my rules to every trade that I'm in. So I was in a trade from here. She was going pretty decently, going pretty well. And then you guys can see that I am stopped out. So my normal mind is to say, well, when I'm stopped out of a position, my normal mind is to say, okay, well, why am I stopped out? What happened to make me stopped out, right? Did I not follow my rules? Did I miss, a high or a low? Did I put my high or my low wrong? Like I'm going through the mindset to say, okay, what were the steps and what was I missing? I don't think I was missing anything. I'm still following the same rules. My low, my high, my lower low here. And then my estimation zones were really plotted where they were supposed to be plotted at. So I followed everything. But now what I'm going to do is called roadmap strategy. This thing, I'm going to go up in time frames to say, okay, if price is going up, and I already have another trade that's tucked deep into profits too. So I'm up still about 500 pips. And so that stop is around this area here, right? You said you got stopped out too? Yeah, it happens, right? These things happen. So if I'm stopped out of this trade, I'm like, okay, well, let me go up in time frames to see what's happening here. Price is still pushing down. We had a bullish week the week before, then we had this candlestick. There's nothing that I could really do to say, oh, I'm about to get stopped out or whatever. I don't look at candle price by price, because some people can say, well, doesn't this candle mean you're gonna go up? No, not really, because we had a bullish candle here the beginning of August and price still pushed down. As a swing trader, we cannot look at trades candle by candle. We can't afford to look at candle by candle. We kind of have to see the long term. And that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at the long term. I've been in a trade since up here. I've been holding it since I kind of, putting my stops to down here. I wanted to add a position to scale in. Now I'm stopped out. I don't have any other type of analysis to do on this currency pair, right? Like I don't have to do anything with it. The only thing now I need to do is see, okay, well, if price has reversed, and if she goes back down, what's the lowest point she can go back down before she goes back up? And that's where I'm going to re-engineer my full analysis and not really change much and change anything. Keep doing what I've been doing to say, hey, this is the play that she could probably go back down to and then go back up to. And then we'll see where we go from there. If I'm stopped out of my long-term position, cool, I've covered 500 pips, but this could mean something else. So then what I'm going to do is go look at New Zealand dollar and then AUD New Zealand and then things like that. One of the reasons being is because when you're trading in a range, right, or when you're trading a group of currency pairs, if one currency pair that is doing something that's the other currency pairs aren't doing, you got to go figure out why. You're either the runt, which means you're doing what you want to do, or there's something going on with another currency pair. For example, New Zealand dollar here. I'm also a New Zealand dollar. I've been in this trade since up here. My stops are to break even. But this pair is almost to my take profit, right? New Zealand dollar and Euro New Zealand dollar are ones that typically they're going to run opposite of one another. They're going to do the opposite, right? And so if they're going to do the opposite, that means that if I'm buying one, I may be one on the other. But there are times when you may be on the same side as both. As you guys can see, I'm selling New Zealand dollar and I'm also selling Euro New Zealand. I'm not going to lie, that makes me a little hesitant. That makes me very uncomfortable, okay? So for me, if New Zealand dollar keeps going down because she's the major leader, she's a major currency pair, she leads the way for the other opposite pairs, then that means that Euro New Zealand may go back up. And I'm just saying probably, because we already did yesterday we did the whole correlation thing to see how correlated these two pairs are right now. For this day or this week, they're not really that correlated, which means Euro New Zealand is going to do her own thing. So we kind of got to see what Euro New Zealand is going to do. But I'm still in this position. Now, to correlate that with AUD New Zealand, she's doing exactly the opposite as New Zealand dollar. Y'all saw how New Zealand dollar is just pushing down, 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 down. But AUD New Zealand has been pushing up, 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 up. And I just took profit on this pair here. And so this is one of those where it's like, hey, you know what? Forget, Euro New Zealand dollar. Yeah, you lost that one, but you just took profit on this one. And this is why I say, like, always have something in your lineup, right? And so now I'm waiting for this one to pull back to give me an entry. So she is in my lineup. And what I'm going to do with this pair is I'm going to take her off of my lineup by taking that green flag off, because I lost 0.5% trading that one. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to trade her again. Right now, I don't have a trade on her. I just need to reanalyze her and then just go from there, right? So when you guys are trading, just keep that in mind. This is not revenge trading. This is me saying I'll come back to it. I'll reassess her. I'll put her back in my lineup when it's time. But I'm just going to let her finish her moves out for maybe the next few days, next few weeks, to see where she wants to go. Okay. Someone on TradingView asked, we'll say good morning. Good morning. What if price doesn't touch your estimation zone, but does continue in the trend you predicted? Y'all, if price does not touch my zone, I don't have an entry. I'm one of those people. I do not have an almost rule. I don't care if price keeps going up or down if it doesn't touch my zone. It's like saying, what if price, if you use support and resistance or trend lines, what if it doesn't touch your support or resistance or your trend line, but it keeps moving? If it keeps moving, you have no position. you have no trade. You need to go find something else that is fitting your rules. That's why we don't marry one thing, right? Don't marry one thing. Can you help me on euro pound? What's going on with euro pound? I do not like euro pound, but you might like it. What's going on with euro pound? Are you buying? Are you selling? I got like 7 more minutes. You're welcome, Real Sam. The Real Sam, that took me a while too to understand that. I used to try to force trades. I'm like, yo, I want to be in this trade so bad. Let me be in it so bad. That is not the best way to go when it comes to trading. You have to, wait for your setup. And that's one of the things that I love teaching. That is one of the things that I teach. We have a 3-step rule, like a 3-step system. You need 3 yeses, and the price is not at your zone. That's a no. All right, so let's talk about euro pound. I don't know what you're looking at on euro pound. I have no idea. So, and that's the thing. If y'all want me to help, like, tell me what direction you're trading in, what it is that you need to see, because I don't have your eyes. I don't have what you trade. Unless you're a person who learned from me specifically, but I don't have what you trade. I need to see, because I don't want to go against your own analysis and your own thoughts. I want to motivate your analysis, and I want to motivate your thoughts. That's what I'm here for, to motivate what you see. Okay, and if you need the help, I like this specific problem. Okay. All right. What's up, guys, kids? So euro pound runs opposite of pound USD. Typically, it's the keyword. Typically moves opposite, which means if pound USD goes down, euro pound typically goes up, and then vice versa. Okay. So what I see on this pair is I do see that she started to trend down. So she had a lower high, she had a lower low, she had another lower low here. All right. And then now she's here. So and you said that you're waiting for a pullback, then you go long. I don't know how long you're waiting for this pullback, and I don't know to what point you're going to go long at, right? And I'm just going to show you what I see. Let me go to the weekly. All right. Really quick. So I don't, and this is what I ask my clients, and because I also don't know what time frame you're using. All right. So I can see that price went up. It had a high, a low, a high, and then a lower low right here. Okay. So these are my eyes. These are only my eyes. So I'm looking at this overall. All right. So to me, that's a reversal, but then I'm not on the monthly as well, so I can't see the full analysis from here. Now, if you agree, if any of you guys agree, what I also see is a low, a lower high, and then a lower low. So price, if she could stay below 0.85862s, she might go back down. But because of what's going on with pound USD, because she's very, 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 very bearish, if pound USD keeps going down and this one passes 0.85862, we're in reversal stage, this pair can go long, right? So that's how I see it there. You said you just sent the link. Where did you send the link at, sweetie? You're saying, okay. Did you email it to me? Do I have it in my inbox? Because if I have it, I'm horrible with accents, but I just feel British right now. If I have it in my inbox, then I can take a look. You said your problem is confidence. All right. Pound AUD, is it a sell? Is your analysis saying that it's a sell? Do I trade gold? I don't trade it, but I do look at it because I like to keep up with my people. I do look at it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Why is your problem confidence? What are you lacking confidence in? Basket, I don't see the link, baby. You have to tell me where you sent the link. That's probably what I start doing. If y'all send me charts and I go live in the mornings, once or twice in the mornings, I start looking at y'all stuff with y'all. But if you are having a trading problem, though, that's where a 101 is going to come into play. Analysis is not helping with the trading problem. Analysis is a quick fix. Analysis is not a long-term fix. Okay? So let's get back to this. So the way that I see this and the way that I would trade this, I would wait to see if price would stay below here. And if she does, sell it. But if she doesn't and she goes long, I'm like you. I would wait for a pullback and then I would buy it again. That's just how I see it. But there's something conflicting here. And this is why I hate trading this pair, because she has too many fluctuations sometimes. I do have to go to this monthly. All right. This pair might go up a little bit more long term. Tell you guys why I see this. All right. She has a low here on the monthly as well. And she may pull up a bit more, because this is technically a reversal, but this pair has done this for the past so many years now. Your price could go up a little bit higher, but I'll wait to look at it more on the daily for a little bit more of a better, because you're going to see this play out first, more confluence. Well, not more confluence, I hate that word. I will look to see more confirmation. That's what I'm saying here. If she stays below 0.85862, look to see how she's going to close in the next day or two. And a bearish candlestick, she'll drop back down. Now, where you take profit, if you sell it, that's up to you. And if you're looking to buy, I will look to buy it, depending on how you're looking at it, around 80.84s. But once again, you may see more fluctuations than I do. You may see more of those fluctuations than I do. So you may be looking at something more immediate and more short term, such as here around 0.84571s, and then you probably go long. But once again, that is up to you. Okay, that's yours. Okay, I got 2 more minutes, then I gotta go into my one-on-one session with my client, y'all. So someone asked me about pound AUD. I do like pound AUD for a sale. For me personally, I'm not in her right now. I'm liking pound AUD for a sale more towards 1.721s. Someone asked me about gold. I don't know how you're looking at gold, so I really couldn't answer you about gold. You gotta tell me what you want. Tell me what it is that you're looking at. Okay. How you let that BTC drop? She dropped beautiful. I'm actually looking for more of hers to drop as well. With Bitcoin. So I also have my analysis up here too. Hey, God's kid, what's up, man? We got to get together. Got to get together. So with Bitcoin, looking at her more for short term, I'm looking to see if she's going to pull back to 21,158 and then continue back down. Ethereum as well. I'm looking to see if Ethereum is going to continue back up to around 1,652s and then drop again. If they do, I'm going to sell them. If they do, I will sell them. Only if they do. If they don't, I'm not going to touch them. Yeah. So yeah, I like to make one trading decision at a time. I do not make a lot of trading decisions. I do not think if or and. I say, hey, this is the only decision I'm looking at. If it doesn't do this by then, oh well. I don't have a trade. There's too many good setups out there. I'm not going to focus and force myself to just trade one thing. Just not going to do that. It's just not how I get down. Okay. So yeah, I got to go. But if I could leave you with one thing, the thing that I would leave you guys with is, one, know why you want to, well, it's a few. One, know why you want to get into a trade, right? Always know why you want to get into a trade. Have one entry. Don't have many, have one. Like, for example, if I say I want to sell, I'm going to sell. I'm not looking at buys. I don't care about buys unless price hits my stop loss. That's it. That's just for me personally. But have that rule that says you don't care about the other side unless this happens. Sometimes I think we make too many trading decisions at one time. That's number one. The second thing is, if you lose, then if you lose a trade, that is okay, but have something else in your lineup. Don't settle for that one loss. Understand why you lost, cope with the loss, and move on, because you're only as good as your next trade. Don't share the war story like, oh, I can't believe I lost. No one wants to hear that, and it doesn't help the next person, right? The story that you share is, I can see why I lost. If I were to do something next, this is what I would do to make the money back. I'll wait for the trade to set up. Now, let me move on to the next thing. If there's something next to move on to, right? Like, this should not be stressful. And it is stressful. There is stress that comes with losing money. No one likes to lose money. But at the end of the day, know that you can make it back up. Okay? Know that you can make it back up. I'm getting ready to add some more buys on EU. Things about to get crazy. Hey, I'm not in the buy right now, brother. If that's what you're gonna do, go ahead. I know one of my students, she's looking at it too. I know y'all on that that short term time frame, and it's funny because she and I were just talking about that yesterday. So you do what you do there, brother. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if she gonna stay below that last lower high, and if she do, your girl gonna be in that thing for long term. But if she don't, I'm gonna sit on my hands. I'm gonna wait for her to develop a little bit more on my 12 hour. But you got that. But yeah, guys, get hit me up, man, so we can sit there and we can talk. All right, hit me up. But Instagram, I'm about to go. Thank y'all for joining me on this chit chat. If y'all have any questions, just DM me, okay? And then my people on TradingView, um, y'all link up with me as well if y'all have any questions or anything. All right. If y'all got something, I think my email is in there, or y'all can hit me up on my website. But yeah, y'all be blessed and y'all have a great day. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everybody.